For those of you who don't know, there was the Batman Arkham trilogy came out on the Nintendo Switch, and I say the Batman trilogy, not the quadrilogy. There is no Batman Arkham Origins, meaning that Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Asylum, and Batman Arkham Knight all got a Nintendo Switch port. Now, my thoughts on that are, why the hell are you excluding Batman Arkham Origins? Unless WB Games Montreal is specifically telling Rocksteady that they are not allowed to include it, then I don't understand why Arkham Origins can't at least get a Nintendo Switch port. Like, even if it's not included with the trilogy, even if it's its own like separate game, it should still be included in a Nintendo Switch port. And I already made a video talking about how Batman Arkham Origins needs a remaster. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out on my channel. Go check out all my videos while you're at it. And while you're here, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up on the video and make sure you subscribe. But we're getting a little bit off track here. So allegedly, Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City run phenomenally on Nintendo Switch. Not too many issues with it. However, Batman Arkham Knight is extremely buggy, it drops a lot of frames, and considering the fact that you can only play it on 30 frames per second is already a bit of a red flag. However, to be honest with you, this is not the most shocking thing, considering the fact that when Batman Arkham Knight first came out onto PC, it was very buggy. The game basically just did not work at all, and Rocksteady had to put in a lot of work after this to make sure that the PC port would, function properly. And it seems like a repeating pattern happens a lot with Rocksteady when they drop a game and the port just simply does not work. I hope the same thing does not happen with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. However, my overall thoughts on the games dropping onto the Nintendo Switch are actually quite positive, for the fact that some people don't have an Xbox or a PlayStation or a PC, and there's some people who only have the Nintendo Switch, and if they want a chance to play the Batman games, now at least they have the opportunity to do so. I wish that these people would get the opportunity to experience Batman Arkham Origins on its own. It kind of seems like that's a bit of a chance to make some money for WB Games, but hey, I don't work for WB, so I'm not going to try to be making them any money without some compensation. And I came across an article where it basically said that the Arkham trilogy is mostly great as long as you don't play Arkham Knight. This Switch port's quality of Arkham Knight would make even the Riddler scratch his head. That's quite interesting to hear, because you want all your games to function, right? Not just two of them, you want all three of them to be functioning. Then in the article, the person goes over several different things, the pros and the cons. So the quick verdict, I'm going to read through this very quickly. Batman Arkham Trilogy is mostly a fine package, but sadly Batman Arkham Knight's awful performance sours what could have been a stellar collection, like I had just mentioned earlier. However, here are the pros and cons. So for the pros, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City are still a joy to play. I would very much hope so, especially Arkham Asylum. You would think that that wouldn't be too complicated to get it to run on the Nintendo Switch. And Arkham City as well, they're not too, they are graphically advanced, but not like Arkham Knight, right? All the DLC for each game is included. That's amazing to hear. Batman on the Go, Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, for the most part, an incredible story to enjoy. So these are kind of just obvious things, right, that should be happening regardless of what console you put it on. Now for the cons, Arkham Knight is pretty much unplayable. So like I had mentioned, I believe it's something to do with the framing. A lot of frames drop in this game. It's very glitchy and very buggy, very much like the PC port was when it first came out. $60 is a bit steep for two aging games and an unplayable one. Yes, that is a very expensive price. However, you should be able to get it on sale at a certain point, hopefully. Some uneven frame pacing throughout all the games, like I mentioned. No Arkham Origins, and games cannot be purchased separately. Now, taking all that stuff in, it kind of just seems like, it kind of almost seems like a bit of a money grab, so they just quickly released the game, Rocksteady did, but without actually putting much thought into it as to getting it to work properly. They wanted to rush this out, get it out as fast as possible, try to generate the most amount of revenue, and dip out. It kind of seems like that they don't necessarily care about the customers if they're willing to release another buggy product to the public, and I think Rocksteady does need to be held accountable for this. And I understand, like, there's gonna be one or two glitches here or there. Sometimes stuff happens. However, you cannot release a game to the public that doesn't even run. You're gonna tell me that not even one person tested this beforehand to see if it would function? Like, I don't understand the logic. And Arkham Origins should have been in this trilogy instead of Batman Arkham Knight. If Batman Arkham Knight's, graphics and everything, the entire game was too powerful, seemingly, to run on the Nintendo Switch. If Batman Arkham Knight can't even function on 30 frames per second on the Nintendo Switch, then I'm starting to think that the game might overall just be too powerful. And if it is, then just say that. Just release Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City and Origins if you can, but even just the two games, at least then you're going to be honest to the public, and overall you're going to come out on top, you're going to have a better perception, and people are going to think more highly of you. But I mean, this is just my thoughts. I don't run a company, obviously. So let me know what you guys think of this Nintendo Switch port down in the comments below. For those of you who have a Nintendo Switch, let me know what's going on with that. I don't know because I don't own a Nintendo Switch, but I'm absolutely fuming on behalf of you guys because that is absolutely ridiculous. The game should absolutely be functioning. If Asylum and City run great, that's fine. That's great and all, but they really should have tested out Arkham Knight or taken it out of the package entirely if it was not going to function properly. That is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think of the port down in the comments below. And make sure you guys subscribe for more content. We're trying to get to 500 subs. And leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!